It's Wednesday again, my dudes. Except I'm filming this on Monday, but shh, don't tell anyone. It's time for another midweek studio check-in type video. We're just gonna jump right into it because I have a few updates. Last year, I used to have my stuff in this store to sell. They're on a monthly rolling basis. I didn't know if I was going to do it this year. And then last minute, the person who owns the store contacted me and offered me a space. So I've been scrambling trying to build inventory that I can just keep there. So typically I have inventory that goes around with me to markets and everything, and then whenever I'm in a store I build like a separate inventory that stays there because that's more passive than doing markets and such. In the past few days, I've been thinking about what I want to put there and seeing what I have that I can take out of my market inventory and seeing what I need to make, because dropping everything off and setting up my space is this Thursday. So when this comes out tomorrow, anyway, that's kind of added to my typical keeping up with inventory that happens. I'm just really stressed because the last two markets that I did pretty well at. For me, that just means that I have to make more. I have 1 to 2 markets almost every week for the rest of the summer. The more that I sell, the happier I am, because I like when people feel a connection with the things that I make enough to want them for themselves. But then the more I have to spend my week sustaining the inventory that I have. But like, I'm not complaining about that. Sorry, my job is that I get to sit and crochet and listen to podcasts all day. Bummer. I'm not complaining. But it just gets stressful sometimes when building inventory, maintaining inventory overlaps for like 2 separate areas, overlaps with each other. It's fine. This is a good thing, right? I'm just putting that out there. I'm gonna recap what was in my video last week, which was maybe not in this order. It was that market bag for the Airbnb thing, the crochet alligators, the tassel garland, the art piece, and the flower tote bag. Those are the things that I was working on last week, and I said I wanted to have them done by the end of the week, end of the weekend. I finished the market bag for the Airbnb people. Here's a photos of that. I had the finished bag last week, and I cut out felt appliques and sewed them to the handles, the mouth of the bag, I don't know. And then I made a little fish keychain to put on the other side. Cutesy, whatever. I have my little mini crochet alligator to add to his little alligator family with my Juicy Couture yarn. But I think I'm gonna keep this one because he's sparkly and he's so fucking small. The other ones are so much bigger. He's so small. He's like a little wizard. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so I did finish. He's just so cute. He's my little buddy now. I did finish the garland, the tassel garland. So here's a photo of that too. What else did I say? The flower tote bag I did finish. Here's a couple photos of that. I just put that out for last market that I did. It got a lot of attention, but no buyers. It's kind of pricey. Like, I wouldn't pay that much for a bag, but I believe in ethical business practices, and I'm not about to sell it for like $5 because it took a bit of yarn and a lot of time. I just believe in ethical business practices, okay? Right, and then my art piece, I did not finish, but I'm about halfway done with it, maybe a little over the halfway point, so I'll show it now. I do have my, last week I didn't show my printed out thing, but I printed it out, and this is what I've been following, and I've just been marking all the rows along the way. So here's what it's looking like as of right now. Oof. Still crazy here, but that's to be expected. And a little, maybe I should steam that type of thing. But look at that! Isn't that so fucking cool? So I'm just getting to the point where the hand is done, and I'm starting to do the rest of the hands, the rest of the everythings. I didn't show the back last time. Here's the back. I've just been floating this light blue across and tacking it behind a single crochet every once in a while so it's not too loopy. But I think that's fine, right? People who weave do that shit, right? I'm so ecstatic about it. There was one day I like doubled it in size because from what I had about this much. I did about that much more, and I don't know. Once I get going, I just keep going, and it's amazing, and I love it, and I love doing it, and I wish I could work on it more, but I have work things to do. So as much as I would love to say I could get it done in the next week or weekend or so, I kind of had to put it on hold for now. But I should have time coming up soon. Like once I have all this stuff in the store, I'm kind of just coasting for the rest of the month and making what I happen to make. So I hope I'll have time. Anyway, so I wanted to go through a bit of what I've already made for the store and what I'm in the process of making currently, as well as some other fun things that I've been working on. I guess I'll start with spinning. So at markets, I sell some of my hand spun yarns. I think it's good to, when you're tabling, to demonstrate the fact that, like, I'm the person who made the stuff. So I'll either crochet or spin or knit or whatever. It's just a nice icebreaker type thing. Some people just come up to watch and then end up finding something that they like. I just like to do it. So I have been spinning this Rolags that I bought from, I don't know, but I'll put the shop name, I'll find it. I'll put the shop name in the description. But I bought these Rolags probably a year ago, but I was just spinning them to, pass the time. But here's how the yarn turned out, all plied and whatnot. It's a lot of black and purple, dark, moody, but they're these like super electric colors. They're just nice pops of color. It reminds me of like a bowling alley carpet in the best way possible. So I got that done. It was only 1.6 ounces. So I just plied it on itself and that was it. And then I did a bit of a messier, chunkier ply with a couple bats that I made probably 2 years ago that I had started spinning, but I finished it. So here's what that looks like. It's gray and this mossy green and just white. So I just wanted it to be chunky, messy, textury, fun, whatever. But I spun that and plied that on it itself. So I got these two done. And I'm currently working on this bat, which it's not gonna pick up on camera. It's from Alchemy, Ohio-based indie dye company, who are super sweet and super nice, and I'll also link them down below. It's just this art bat. This one is 1.4 ounces. It's like a light brown tan, but with white wool. Lots of colorful little neps brushed through and sparkly things. So honestly, I thought the bat was kind of plain, but when I spun it up, all the neps really shined, you know? And the sparkly stuff really shined too. But it just looks so fun. It looks kind of scrappy, but in a really playful, comforting way. So I'm just spinning the rest of this up, and I'll just ply it on itself like the others. I've been doing a bit of this week. So I'm excited about that. I haven't spun in so long. It's really awesome to get back into it. But yeah, that's one of the things that's been going on. For markets as well, I started another market bag. I make this band. I do the little mesh net stitch until when I fold it up, it looks bag-sized. And then I stitch all these together around so it kind of buckles in on itself and creates that pillowy type shape that expands really nicely. The vibe that I was going for this was like summer camp 2008, this like pink camo type thing. Are you good? What the fuck is that?
I don't know what I did. The
What
front
is
of the
that?
seat came off. I don't know what to do.
Bruh. So I guess I was pulling from a personal memory. I think my sister had a laundry bag or something that was pink camo. Or maybe I'm making that up. Maybe that was someone else. Anyway, I feel like pink camo was all the rage in the mid to late 2000s. I'm channeling like Bobby Jack, you know? This pink camo-y yarn, pink bag, and then I want to outline it in, it looks so purpley red on camera, but this brown. Outline the handles in the brown so there's a bit of contrast and extra durability. I just think it'll be fun, and I always put keychains on my market bags. I think it adds something fun. I think they're a little more whimsical than a typical market bag that you would buy, but just as durable and useful. That's my goal. So this is another thing I've been working on. So last night I was freaking out about not getting everything done for the store drop-off setup stuff. So I made 5 trivets. Aren't they so cute? And they're like double-sided. So 2 sunflowers, 2 browns, colored ones. And I was just thinking I would do some some other design that I don't normally do. So this is, I don't know, I'm winging it, but it's just pretty. It's just pretty. Just look at it, it's so pretty. But these are just trivets, or I use them as pot holders sometimes, but they're double layered cotton with just a border, like super simple. And I can't keep the sunflowers in stock apparently, so trying to do sunflowers and other sunny things. 'Tis the season. So I made 5 trivets last night and 4 coaster sets, 2 sunflower and 2 just like a flower mix. Cutesy, huh? So that's all done. That is like a huge chunk of what I would be taking to the store. I only have a couple shelves, but this is currently in progress. It's another trivet, but kind of OSU themed. I'm trying to prep for like back to school football season without getting too overtly fall-y, you know? So that's in progress, but I need to go to the store today to buy more yarn because I'm always running out. And then the thing that's stressing me out is, so I make bookmarks. I make crochet bookmarks out of crochet thread and a 1.65 millimeter hook, right? I like the bookmarks when they're done, but the process is not as fun for me as using some other yarns. I have to use like different types of muscles in my hands because I have to hold the tension differently because everything's so tiny. So I really like, I don't know, I shift in and out of liking making them and having that be the last thing that I want to do. Currently, it is the last thing that I want to do, but I think I get really good feedback about the bookmarks. I like having them. I used to be such a big reader when I was little, and I would love to be a big reader now, but I'm apparently too stressed to read, and all I can think about is all the tasks that I have, no matter how hard I try to quiet my mind and concentrate, you know, but I'm working on it. So I like making the bookmarks. I like getting to connect with other readers. I love when kids come up to my booth and beg for a bookmark. That's so nice. Everyone should read. Everyone should read. The bookmarks are a must for me, but making them, I just do it in the most complicated way possible. So I'm currently making, my goal is 6 bookmarks, but I'll be happy if I get 4, honestly. That's just the other thing I got going on. So from last week, I finished 4 out of 5 of the things I wanted to. And this week, it's just kind of a little more complicated. It's not so like one project, because I gotta make ideally 6 bookmarks, another trivet, maybe 2 more trivets, just spinning as much as I can because I sell my yarn there too. I don't know. I just feel all over the place. So sorry if this video is confusing and short and stupid, but that's my midweek check-in. Hopefully by next week I'll have my little hand thing done. I don't know. Wish me luck. Wish me luck on the bookmark. I know. Thanks for watching. All the fuzz, all the dust, man. All right, bye.